That's how I start my mornings off. I wake up and I laugh. I do. I laugh. It's like, oh, crap, I did it. I made it to another day. Thank you, Jesus. It's like, wow, joke is on me. Here we go. Let's go. I got my dog. My bird's going to start screaming pretty soon. I have this beautiful forest outside these studio windows. Oh, my God in heaven. I mean, we planted 1,700 trees in this forest in 1997, and look at these children outside this window. Oh, man, you just gotta, you just gotta know. You gotta know that you are really a very lucky person to be here in a moment of now. Because it could have gone a different direction. It could have. You're not in control of it. You were just, your number didn't come up. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm grateful that you're here. And my God, we have a busy day in front of us today. Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I write about reality. And man, sometimes it hurts so bad. And I think sometimes the reason why I am so real on the pages that which I write upon is because I got to get it out of this mind, body, and soul. Get it out. Don't let it fester. Don't infect your heart. Man, you got to talk about it. You got to get it out there. Whoo! And then I put it in words, and I come back to it, in future days and stuff like that, and there'll be future readers that I will never meet, but there'll be future readers that'll come back going, damn. This is The Daily Mess. Oh, my God. The Federal Reserve hoisted the interest rates yesterday. Oh, jeez. They're trying to get inflation under control. Here in the States, I know you're listening in other parts of the world, but here in the States, we rub things off. We just, I don't have to deal with it today. I don't want to think about it. But the Federal Reserve has their hand on the pulse. And my God, I'll bet you we've got some high blood pressure in this nation. They're trying to get inflation under control while the rest of us are trying to complain about it. It's as if they have the ability to foresee the future. I mean, seriously, what do I know? I'm that crazy dude on a podcast that's trying to convince people to live in the present, not forecast the future. I participate with what is now. It's a very difficult place to walk, only because so many people in this society are either locked in on history or they're forecasting the future. I'm 60 minutes away from talking with journalist Jesse Fink. He has spent a huge portion of his life investigating the real story behind the death of Bon Scott of AC/DC. He studies history, so much so that with patience, he's uncovered new evidence that changes the origin of the Bon Scott headlines. Being in 2 or 3 places at the same time, beginning, middle, and end. The past, the present, the future. The whereabouts of Waldo. If you spot him anytime, can you do it twice? Because in life, the game changes in the blink of an eye. I fell witness to the new Marvel movie, Doctor Strange. It was the second time I've seen it now. And what I like to do when I go and watch a movie of something like this is that the first time I experience it, the second time I study it. The third time I go in and I try to figure out what the artist is really trying to do. I study it. And I think so many times that we fail to do that in the everyday world is that we experience it and then we do everything we can to push it away and not to deal with it ever again. And yet the real story could be on the 4th or 5th watch, just like Jesse Fink. I mean, he wrote a book, but he didn't give up on the story. He kept the story alive in his soul. And he's been a part of this investigation as to what really happened to one of rock music's greatest lead singers. See, I was a part of the fan team of AC/DC when Bon Scott was that guy, because he had this voice that nobody else had. And it was like we were listening to music that we had never even heard before. And it was like, oh my God, what's going on. I remember that. I was in Billings, Montana. It was the 1970s. I had the AC/DC albums. I was a huge fan. I saw them in concert. And to see Bon Scott on that stage with everybody else, it was like, oh my God, my life has changed because of this band. But as a fan, I haven't done what Jesse Fink did. I didn't investigate the death of Bon Scott. But I'm inspired by that because he goes back and he watches it over and over again, which you're going to say, but I thought you were that guy that lives in the present. I am that guy. But you can turn your past into the present if there is something in your past that can help out your present. Do you understand what I mean there? You can be present in your past. It has something for you to hold today, which will change the future, just like what Jesse did. Jesse went into the past to get more information so that we here in the present can learn from it and can get the story straight. Therefore, tomorrow will be a more educated day. So it's how you put yourself through the process. Yes, I did live yesterday, but what is in yesterday that can be a tool today that can finance and really kind of feed what is going to become tomorrow? Instead of going back and just wallowing in the past. I'm okay. I'm going to stay back here where they say life was great. Life was great before the pandemic? Really? Seriously? Come on. What are you doing to make things different? You've got to consistently be involved with the presence of what is to become. But it starts right here. I'm Arrow, and that's the Daily Mess.